Hey book nerds, welcome to my channel. So today I'm actually going to do something I never thought I'd do, and I'm going to show you my bullet journal. My bullet journal is mostly a reading journal. There is some other stuff in it. I'm not going to be able to show you everything because some of it's obviously pertaining to my private life. But I just thought I'd do a flip through and kind of show you how I do my bullet journal. I'm going to preface this by saying a few things. Firstly, I'm not an artist. My bullet journal is meant to be something that's fun and creative for me to do. I'm not very skilled, and it's meant to be actually useful for me to use. So this is actually a really good guide if, like me, you are somewhat artistically challenged and you want to have a really pretty bullet journal, but also you either don't have the time or you just want kind of something that you can use that isn't just not really pretty either. Not that I'm saying my bullet journal's pretty, but it's pretty to me, which I think is the important thing. It's also kind of giving you some hints on maybe how to organise your TBRs. And my TBR on Goodreads is at like 980 books, so I need this to organise that. And yeah, it just helps me keep track of some other things. I'm doing a PhD, I have to do meal plans and other kind of things. I budget, I keep track of what books I've bought. So I'm just going to do a flip through. Yeah, please don't meet me in the comments. Like I said, I know this isn't the best bullet journal, but I'm not pretending it is. So yeah, hopefully you'll find it at least a little bit cute, and if not, it might be useful. So this is my bullet journal. It's quite big. If you can see, it's slightly bigger than A4. Not A4, sorry, A5. It's smaller than A4. This was actually a notebook that my mum gave me, and I didn't think it would be useful for the bullet journal, and I ended up loving it so much that I'm buying essentially the same one with a different cover for next year. I will link it down on Amazon if you want to buy this one. It's kind of expensive, it's like £20, but it's well worth it for me because I use it essentially every day of my life. So the first page is actually something I don't use anymore. I used it for my previous bullet journals and it worked really well, but for some reason this year I just didn't want to use it. This is a year in pixels. So the plan was to colour every day what my general mood was for the day. I used to like tracking this and I don't anymore, so it's not been used. But again, this is a demonstration of a kind of thing you could do. This page is kind of meant to be my reading goals for the year. So I had 4 main reading goals. So I made videos for all of these. This is my 2018 releases. So these were 20 books from 2018 that were published that year that I wanted to read in 2019. As you can see, there's still quite a few I have not ticked off yet. But I'm making fair progress. I will link these videos down below in case you haven't seen them and you want to watch them. This is again something that I abandoned. This was a top 20 TBR. These were going to be 10 thrillers and 10 other books that I really wanted to read this year. As you can see, I never quite planned out in full what the books were. This was glued on because I already made a mistake. And I just realised it wasn't really working for me, so I kind of abandoned that goal. I don't think I ended up making it into a video even. But I have still read some of them, and these are still books that are on my TBR. Next we have 10 authors that I wanted to read in 2019. I've still got, I think, 4 left. Yeah, I've got 4 left. And I just highlighted in green the ones that I had read, just so it was even more obvious. Again, this is just a project, it was just a way for me to keep track of that. I did do a video about it. And finally on this page we have 2019 releases. So I was going to pick 3 books each month that were published in 2019 that I was kind of allowed to read. I wanted to prioritise not new books this year, hence the 2018 releases and also my other TBR. It's not quite worked out because I had a lot of arcs, but this is going to help me plan for next year when I do 2019 releases I want to read in 2020. So if I've ticked it, I've read it. If not, I haven't read it yet. So this is the first of my books read page. This is just how I kept track of the number of books I've read this year and also the ratings I gave them. I've got that book washi tape, I've got this on the bottom of all my book pages. Really simple font, I just did like rainbow dots in black thing. And it's colour coded by month, so that's January, February and so on. and this is really useful for me doing my wrap-ups. I just look at these pages and I can see the order of the books that I've read and the ratings I gave, so it's really handy for that. And I just like knowing how many books I've read at a glance. So now we have a couple of pages where I wrote down my TBRs. So these are thriller books. I've got 2 sets of these. I'm going to change up how I do it for my next bullet journal. But this is essentially, these are the thrillers that I own. And I wrote them all down. As you can see, I took some off my TBR, and that's why there's Tipex and it's gotten a bit messy. But I've done this for different genres, so the young adult thrillers, fantasy, contemporary, miscellaneous. There's horror, there's short story collections, there's all this kind of thing. And I did all these, and I've got identical pages but for books on my TBR that I don't own. Next year I think I'm just going to write them all on one page because I acquired a lot of books throughout the year and then I had to Tipex them off the other pages and it just made it really messy. But this is basically just so I could see at a glance for like if I'm planning what I'm going to read for a readathon, I can look at all these books without needing to be on my computer or on Goodreads, and it also just reminds me of the books I have on my TBR. So these are pages I've had for a while now, and I copied them into every bullet journal I have. This is the Stephen King one, and these are all the Stephen King books that were published up until the point Elevation is clearly the last one I wrote down. And if it's coloured in, it means that I read it since starting this bullet journal page about a year and a half ago. So I've read more Stephen King books than I've coloured in, but I was going to reread them over the course of however long. And yeah, these are the ones that I've reread since doing this. It's not very many. I think I'll keep this in the next bullet journal, but I might just colour ones that I've read in general, or I might keep it as it is. I'm not quite sure yet. And similarly, these are all the Poirot books. I don't think I'll bother copying this out next year because I was going to reread them and I don't have time to reread the Poirot books. It's not my priority. And then Discworld. I have not really read any Discworld books. These are the ones that I wanted to read this year. I think it's like the Witches series and the Guard's Guard series, but again, I haven't got around to any of them. My library does have them all on audiobook now, so I might actually read some Discworld, but again, it's not my reading priority, so we'll see. I might not keep this in my new one. I really like this page. This is my TV shows page, so these are TV shows I wanted to watch in 2019. If I've crossed the boxes, I watched them. As you can see, I got quite addicted to Elementary. I finally finished Gotham. That was quite an experience. One Day at a Time, sadly that's been cancelled now, so there won't be any more new series of that. But yeah, these are the things that I wanted to watch, and hopefully I might get through more of these before the end of the year. This is perhaps my favourite page in the whole thing. This is my Harry Potter reread page. I did this way back in February, and then thanks to the Time Turner book club, I actually got around to rereading them. So as you can see, I've only got Deathly Hallows left, which I'm going to listen to on audiobook next month. It's a Hufflepuff page on a Hufflepuff. I just thought it was really cute, and I like this. This is one of my high effort pages. This is really simple. This is my YouTube page. This is where I plan the videos I'm going to upload. I kept it really basic. I write everything in pencil in case I decide to change it, which I often do. And this just helps me keep on top of what I'm uploading and when. So we have some readathon pages. I started doing these separate, and then now I currently do them in the month. So I'm going to show you my monthly pages shortly, and you'll see what I mean. But for the first few of the year, I did pages like this. These are probably the best ones. There's my magical readathon. As you can see, like I said, I'm not an artist, but you can do really basic things like these. They're not hard to draw. I copied them online. And the creature feature one, which I actually really enjoyed, that was really fun to do. And I do them all colour-coded. Mental health-a-thon, again, and just really basic, simple designs. Another really simple page, this is my Hall of Fame. So these are books that I have rated either 4.5 stars or 5 stars. You can't really see it, but I've outlined it in gold if it is a 5 star, and silver if it's like 4.5 stars. This is going to help when it gets to the end of the year and I do my top 10 of the year that I've read. So yeah, a little preview of that. I was going to do a Hall of Shame here, but I decided it was kind of too negative. And also, hopefully, it might expand out onto this page, we shall see. I'm just going to show you some recipe pages really quick. So, I cook a lot, and I cook quite a lot of low effort or low time consuming cheap meals. This helps me keep track of what I cook. So these are all the recipes I have saved on my computer. I categorise them, so I've got slow cooker, chicken, pasta, rice, etc. And then on this page, these are ones that I have actually cooked because I have loads of recipes saved that I haven't had the chance to try yet. And this is a quick list of the ingredients that I need for each one. So if I'm ever cooking and I can't think of something to cook, I can glance at this and I can see quickly if I have all the ingredients or not, or if there are ingredients that aren't essential. So here we have an ARC page. This I actually did, you can see I did it around about June, I think. I had another ARC page, but I ran out of space and it wasn't organised particularly well. So this is the redo. I will do this better next time. It's very messy, as you can see. I got way more September ARCs than I thought I would, and way more October ARCs. And then I've got like no December ARCs. This is so I can see what I have to read. I tick them off. If they're highlighted in red, it means I haven't read them before they're released, and it's bad. If they're ticked off, I've read them now and I've reviewed them. And then at the bottom I've just got some 2020 ones because I've already got 2020 ARCs, which I wasn't expecting to have. But yeah, this will be way better organised. But again, if you just do something simple like this, you can colour code it with highlighters and it just lets you know at a glance. And next to it we have my Snakes and Ladders TBR. So again, simple page. I do like the font. The font is all snakes. This is colour coded by month. I have colour codes for all my months and they're consistent throughout my bullet journal. And these are just the prompts I get and the books I've chosen. I pre-film the actual game portion so I can plan in advance. So for example, this is the November set. I've already filmed me playing the Snakes and Ladders for November. It's about the 20th of October when I'm filming this, but I haven't picked what books I'm going to read yet, and it gives me some time to decide what I'm going to read to fit in with other things. And I'll write it up in pencil first until I film it, and then I write it in pen and it's set in stone and I can't change it after that unless I have DNFs and stuff. I'm going to get onto the monthly pages, and these are going to change quite a lot. So this is how I started doing it at the start of the year. I did kind of rubbish watercolour things because I acquired watercolours, I wasn't really know what I was doing, and I did kind of basic calligraphy font. So I can show you this page. This is how my monthly pages are always set up. So I have events, important things at the top. My TBR, books read, I write it there. As you can see, as I go on, this will get even more space. And then this was movies. I ran out of space. This is books read continued. This is one of my favourite things. I have this cute cat washi tape, and I have these little cat stickers of positivity, which I don't want to show you because there might be some private stuff on here. But each day I write down a positive thing. I just write really easily numbers of the day, and I write down one thing for every day that was a good thing, and it's just my way of trying to be more positive. So I used to do my monthly spreads like this. So as you can see, I did one spread for each week. I did a meal plan. I did the hours I was working. I had a variable schedule. I did my finances, so that was money I spent. Again, I've changed this up. I had a little YouTube section, and I had this washi tape. I also tracked my skin, so this was when I was changing up the products I was using a lot, and I wanted to see if it was getting better or worse. This is quite a bad skin week. Purple and orange are good, green is neutral, everything else is terrible. This washi tape I really like, and that was to-do list. But as you can see, I wasn't really using it particularly consistently. I used to use this design when I was doing my masters and it worked really well, but it stopped working for me. So I'm going to flick really quickly through my monthly spreads now. So February, we have this kind of heart rainbow washi tape. Most of these came from Etsy. March, we have this. You can see I also do like the colour-coded tape on the side, depending on what my colour of the month is. April, we have this cute little cat tape here. May, it's cherry blossoms, the pink theme. And then June, you can see I started doing this differently. So I got some watercolour pens. I started doing these really nice basic things for each month. I also started keeping track here actually of the books I bought each month and how much I paid for them. So you can see here, I did this for haul videos mostly. I also changed how I do my finances. So I have the date. This is also my work rota. Money in is written in green, money out is written in red. It's not evident from this one, but I started doing balances, which you should be able to see in the later months. So we're back to June, just had this nice gold washi tape. And I started doing the readathons in the month pages. So this is a little bit of a fail one, because I didn't actually take part of it, but I was really pleased of how I designed this. Game of Thrones again. And these are my buddy read pages. So this one I buddy read with Cat Talks. This was the girls. I just did a really basic design for the book, and then I wrote all my thoughts about it on different page counts that we had. And I did the same for this, which I read with Nicole from Rita Chaos of Books. This was The Perfect Stranger. I wrote my ratings at the top, as you can see, and again I wrote my thoughts. This is a thriller, so don't look too closely if you don't want the ending spoiled, because obviously I just wrote this for me. And yeah, I just really like this. I've done this for all my buddy reads, and it really helps when it comes to talking to people and kind of deciding what thoughts to share, my opinions of the book. And then just another failed readathon page that was rainbows and pretty. July next. July was bees. I love this tape. I'm going to use it again next year. I bought some bee stickers to go with it. Holmes readathon page here. And I buddy read with Charlie Brooke for Perfume. Again, like I said, you can see my designs, my drawing skills are not great, but it's just really basic designs and it just helps me add a bit of creativity, and I like the way that it looks. August was Dinosaur, and I went a bit more high effort. I got these colour your own stickers, so you can see here with the dinosaur washi tape. This is really fun. Again, it's super simple, but I got these from The Works in the UK. I got Harry Potter stickers again from The Works. These were the 3 careers I was debating going for, and then these are all the prompts and the books I read. I actually completed all of these, so I read like 29 books, I think it was insane. Probably not 29 actually, I think it was like 23 or something, but yeah, this was a super useful page. And this is something I started doing in August and I really like, and I'm going to keep doing it, and this is just like a notes page for reading. So I did this is Kill River themed, which is a horror book, and it's really basic, but I just did like a drawing, and I write books that I have particular thoughts on. Even if it's really basic, I just wanted to write some notes on them, just to remind me, because I read a lot of books now. I read like, on average, I'm reading about 20 books a month. And when you're reading 20 books a month, it's hard to remember all the details of the ones for wrap-ups and stuff. But this helps. September's tape I really like. This is like this gorgeous star one. This is my birthday month, so I wanted to do quite a nice layout. I got these stickers. I got space animal stickers, which I'm going to do with this washi tape next year. The Monsterathon. This was my notes page. I got a white gel pen, but you can't really see it. It says A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. These were some of the books that I read. And now we get on to this month, October. So October is a spooky month. I got this cute washi tape. I got these adorable stickers. I will link the Etsy store down below where I got these from. So this is how I do things now. So you can see I've got the YouTube things, some spoilers for what's coming up, but I write the date, I write what I'm filming, books bought, I still do in the same way. I write how much I paid for the book, and got them. I do my meal plan now. I still don't keep up to date with this as well as I should, and I might change this up next month, but I just do the dates, what I'm going to have for lunch and dinner. I don't bother planning breakfast because breakfast is so sporadic for me. I do eat it every day, but I usually just either have like waffles or toast or something simple like that, or cereal, or I'll just buy something on the way to work. So, and this is my to-do list, which I haven't used yet. But again, I will write it the same way I do the YouTube thing, where I've got the dates and stuff. I ran out of that dotted tape, so I just swapped to this, but this is my notes page for October. I really like this actually. I did the white gel pen and the spider. This is like a haunted house kind of thing. And this is my point horror vlog page. I don't know how much I'll use, but I am vlogging at the moment, so I've just started. Yeah, and I think that is everything I'm going to show you. So yeah, so that was my bullet journal flip through. I hope you found it useful or interesting or amusing, if nothing else. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, it helps me massively, and I hope to see you next time.